I'm Carol Ann Douglas from Carefree Community in Florida. I'm going to read from my novel, Choosing Yellowstone, which the Florida Writers Association gave its award for an LGBTQ novel. I'm going to abandon Hamlet, Macbeth, and Lear for bears, falcons, and marmots, Elaine told herself. Yellowstone beckoned her, geysers bubbling, wolves howling, golden eagles soaring, the now beloved sulfur air permeating everything. She hummed with delight as she walked past the comfortable chairs in the lobby of the almost 100-year-old building and took the elevator to her third-floor apartment. She had just opened a letter saying the park had accepted her, a mere professor of English literature, and one age 65 at that, as its summer writer-in-residence. Opening the apartment door, Elaine called out, "Hello, sweetie." Appetizing scents wafted in the air. Pam, her lover, darted out of the kitchen. Her gray curls bounced every which way. Elaine sucked in her breath. Pam would not be as happy as she was about her news. Pam opened her arms. "Hello, darling." They kissed. Elaine rejoiced that after 15 years, they still said romantic words to each other, and the kisses still were exciting. She could not hide the truth from Pam, not even for a few minutes. "I know this will disrupt our plans, but I've been accepted as writer-in-residence at Yellowstone this summer. I never thought it would happen." Pam gasped and pulled away. "What do you mean? You aren't going to do it, are you?" Elaine choked. Her excitement fizzled like a snuffed candle. She had been afraid of that reaction. "Yes, I am." Pam stared at her as if Elaine had said she wanted to break up. "But we were going to help Syrian refugees in Jordan. I thought we felt the same way about that." Elaine bit her lip. "I do care about refugees. I was going to go. You know, I applied to the Writer-in-Residence program long before we applied to volunteer in the refugee camp. I never imagined I'd actually be chosen as writer-in-residence. It was a crazy long shot, but I wanted so much." "You've been to Yellowstone at least 8 times. Not as writer-in-residence. That's completely different. You think that's more important than helping refugees?" Pam sounded as if she might cry. "Then our plans to volunteer together?" Elaine held on to her dream and suppressed the part of her that longed to do what Pam wanted. "It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've never done anything like this before. And at 65, how many more chances will I get? I've been trying to write about nature, but I think I could do it much better there. I've taken so many classes about nature in Yellowstone, and now I'll have the chance to work with the people who teach them. Helping refugees is important, but I can do it next year. I'm afraid there will still be tens of millions of refugees then. At least we haven't bought the plane tickets to Jordan yet." "I can't believe you'd do that. You said the refugee crisis is the greatest crisis of our times. This is our chance to do something important together." Pam stalked back to the kitchen. "I've made chicken stew and I have to rescue it before it burns." Elaine followed her, though the old kitchen was too small for 2 people. "It smells wonderful. You could come with me. We could volunteer with the aid group next year." Pam didn't look at her. "No, I'm not going to give up helping refugees. I can watch animals another time." Elaine winced. "Though I love looking at animals, can't you see that this residency is much more than that? I'll be a part of Yellowstone, not just a visitor. I've always wanted to belong there. And that's more important than anything else, including plans we've been making for months, plans you know matter very much to me." "I thought they mattered just as much to you." Pam clattered the silverware. Elaine wanted to touch her, but hesitated. "I'm sorry about losing the chance to work with you this summer. You didn't hesitate for a minute to decide to go to Yellowstone without even talking to me about it. Well, I'm going to go to Jordan and do my best." Pam reached for bowls. "Can't pretend I'm undecided. May I help?" "No, I'll dish it out."